solve this by synthetic division equation. First thing, notice last and the first is 9 and 7, so put 9 over 7, got all the factors in that. So plus or minus 9, plus or minus 3, plus or minus 1 over plus or minus 7, plus or minus 1. Write all the combinations possible and simplify them. 9 over 7, 3 over 7, 1 over 7. We have a 9, we have a 3, and we have a 1. And plus or minus, plus or minus, plus or minus, all the way across. I say let's try 3. Put 3 back in here, synthetic division. 7, 1, 6, negative 63, negative 9, there they are. So now, bring the 7 down. 3 times 7, 21. 21 added to 1 is 22. 3 times 22 is 66. 66 minus 63 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 minus 9 is 0, remainder. So that means yes, that's an answer. Next one. Put the 7, 22, and 3 right there. Synthetic division again. Let's try negative 3 this time. Negative 7 down here. Negative 3 times 7 is negative 21. 22 minus 21 is 1. Negative 3 times 1 is negative 3. 3 minus 3 is 0, again remainders. I mean, yes, that's an answer. So now we have 7 and 1, which converts to 7x plus 1 equals 0. 7x plus 1 minus 1, minus 1. 7x equals negative 1. Divide by 7, divide by 7. Yes, and this does cancel. So we have x equals negative 1 over 7. Three answers are 3, that's an answer. Negative 3 and negative 1, 7. 3, negative 3, negative 1, 7 are the answers. Alright, let's find the domain of this radical function. Square root of 6x minus 48. The formula is domain f of x is equals to square root of ax plus b, generic set ax plus b greater than or equal to 0. Over here, so we set 6x minus 48 greater than or equal to 0 first of all. Alright, so 6x minus 48 greater than 0. Add 48, add 48. These cancel. So now you have 6x is greater than or equal to 48. Divide by 6, divide by 6. So these are gone. So you have x is greater than or equal to 8. So it means on the number line goes 8 including the 8 goes that way, infinity, or starting with 8 including the 8 to infinity. Alright, let's find f plus g of x. F plus g of x means f of x plus g of x. So substitute in 5x plus 4, 9x minus 1. Remove the parentheses. 5x plus 4 plus 9x minus 1. 5 and 9 is 14x. And 4 and 81 is 3. Domain is negative infinity to infinity for this one, for the sum. Difference. F minus g of x means f of x minus g of x. F of x is 5x plus 4 again, minus 9x minus 1. So now 5x plus 4 minus 9x, minus is plus, 5 minus 9 minus 4, 4 plus 1 is 5. Negative infinity to infinity is the domain of this one also. Next one, f times g of x. Well, that means multiply 5x plus 4 times 9x minus 1. And 5 times 9 is 45x squared. 5 times that is negative 5. 4 times 9 is 36. 4 times 81, negative 4. First one, second. So now 36 minus 5 is 31x. So 45x squared plus 31x minus 5. Negative infinity to infinity is domain for this one. Next one. F over g, division, quotient. So f of x over g of x. F of x is 5x plus 4. And 9x minus 1 goes here. Now, if you have 0 on the denominator, the bottom part, it's going to be undefined. So when is that going to happen? So we set up 9x minus 1 equals 0. Add 1. So 9x equals 1. Divide by 9, divide by 9. So x equals negative 1, 9. Or don't use that one because it'll make it undefined. And so from 1/9 to negative infinity, from 1/9 to positive infinity, or negative infinity to 1/9 union 1/9 to positive infinity is the domain for this one. f plus g of x is 14x plus 3 from before, but f plus g of 4 means put a 4 in there for the x. 4 times 14 is 56 plus 3, so f plus g of 4 equals 56 and 3 is 59. That's it. Now, f minus g of x, that's going to be, f minus g of x is going to be negative 4x plus 5. Put the 3 in there. Negative 4 times 3 is negative 12. Negative 12 plus 5 is negative 7. So f minus g of 3 is minus 12. F times g of x was 45x squared plus 31x minus 4. F times g of 2 is going to be put 2 there, put 2 there for the x. 2 squared means 2 times 2. And 3 times 2, 31 times 2. So we have 4 times 45, 2 times 31, and then minus 4 down here. So 180 plus 62 minus 4. So these two together is going to be 242 minus 4 is 238. Okay, that one's okay. F over g of x, remember it was 5x plus 4 over 9x minus 1. So f over g of 1, put the 1 in there for the x, 1 in there for the x. 5 times 1 is 5, 9 times 1 is 9, 5 and 4 is 9, and 9 minus 1 is 8. And 9 over 8, leave it like that, that's fine, we're done with it. Alright, difference quotient. F of x is x squared minus 7x plus 2, and then h is not equal to 0. F of x plus h means f x plus h, you put it right there, and right there. X plus h squared minus 7 times x plus h plus 2. So this is right there. Minus f of x. F of x is the original problem, which is this one right here. X squared minus 7x plus 2. So the old one, there it is, and the brand new one, there it is. Old and the new. So now, x plus h squared means x plus h times x plus h. And negative 7 times x is negative 7x, negative 7 times h is negative 7h, and the 2 down here, minus x squared, minus minus is a plus 7x, and negative of that is a negative 2. X times x, x squared, x times h, 1xh, x times h, 1xh, h times h, h squared. Minus 7x, minus 7h plus 2, minus x squared, plus x minus 2. We write this, x squared, 1xh, and 1xh, right here, these are going to be 2xh. So now, from there, we have x squared plus 2xh plus h squared minus 7x minus 7h plus 2 minus x squared plus 7x minus 2. So, notice, x squares cancel, negative 2 and positive 2 cancels, 7x and negative 7x are going to cancel. So leftovers are 2xh plus h squared minus 7h. All over h, so let's break it in 3 fractions. 2xh over h squared over h, negative 7h over h. Can I reduce this? Yes. Just cancel, you get 2x, h squared is h, and h cancel here, you have negative 7. That's it right there. So we have 2x plus h minus 7. Alright, for this function f, we need to find all this information here. Alright, first of all, x-intercepts. This is an x-intercept. This is the x-axis. There's an x-intercept, negative 1, 0. And there's another one right here at 1, 0. So y-intercept. Y-intercept, there's a y. So the y is 0 and 1. There's one right there. So x-intercepts, y-intercepts. So now, domain, left and right. So this graph starts at negative 3, goes all the way to positive 3. Negative 3 to positive 3. So the domain is negative 3 to positive 3, the left to the right. Range, from the bottom of the graph to the top, bottom to the top. So bottom is 0, that's where it is, goes all the way up to what? 3. So the range starts from the bottom, 0 to 3. Now, this graph is increasing. Alright, so not here, here it is. from -1 to 0 is going up, increasing, and from 1 to 3 is increasing. So from -1 to 0 increasing, from 1 to 3 increasing. Decreasing from -3 to -1 is decreasing, so it's going down. From left to right, down, decreasing from -3 to -1. Also from 0 to 1, it's decreasing right there. So -3 to -1 decreasing, 0 to 1 decreasing. Also notice this graph is not constant. It's going down and up and down and up, so it's never constant anywhere. So not constant anywhere. This function is even. Even means it's symmetric around the y-axis. It means half is right there, and the other half is there. It's like a mirror image of itself. Right, left side, right side. Alright, for this one, we need to graph the piecewise defined function 2 plus x, x squared. First part, 2 plus x. So let's go first, Windows. That's 12, 12, 10, 10, that's fine. So now let's put the first one. 2 plus x. Division symbol, parentheses, so we have x, second, math. Find the symbol we need, that one right there. Enter it, put 0, close it, hit graph. So there's part of the graph. Now we need to do the other part. X squared, go back to y equals, move it down. So we're going to put x squared, division symbol, parentheses, x, this time second, math, find the symbol we need, it's right there, and then close it and hit graph. Alright, so now we see what the graph is supposed to look like. Also notice that the left side is open, circle, and the right side is closed, circle. Open, closed. So we see what it looks like. So let's draw it on a big picture over here. Okay. So this one right here is 2 plus x, and notice this is an open circle right here. Open. Right there. Open circle, and then it goes that way. This one is closed right here. Closed circle. Including goes all the way that way. What else do we know about this? Domain. Left and right. Well, left and right, it looks like it's going to go -infinity to infinity. And what about x-intercept? There's an intercept right there. X-axis, x-intercept, and there's another x-intercept. So -2, 0, and 0, 0. Also, notice, got the intercepts. So now, the y-intercept, there's a y, and right there. So 0, 0 is the y-intercept. The range, going left and right, left and right. Well, to the left, we're going to go, we got the domain, left and right. Now we need to do the range, which means bottom and top, bottom and top. So the bottom of this graph goes to what? Oh, -infinity. The top goes to what? Positive infinity. So range is -infinity to positive infinity. Alright, for this one, there's the original graph. So now what happens when you go f of x plus 2? That means this graph here is going to be shifted what? Up 2 places. And it's going to end up being this one right here. Be shifted up 2 places. The next one says f of parentheses x plus 5. Means this is going to go shift the opposite of that, which is going to be to the left, -5. So this graph right here is going to go shifted where? To the left, -5. Next one, negative f of x. Means this graph right here, negative f of x, is going to be reflection about the x-axis. X-axis is this one right here. And it's going to go where? Around that. So there is the original one, kind of turn it around there. There's the x-axis. The next one, f of x plus 2 minus 2. First, it's going to shift left, -2, opposite of this number. And it's going to go down, -2. So it's going to go shift left, -2, and then down, -2. So this graph right here becomes down right there. So now, let's go to the next part. Number 7, part 2 again. 1/3 of f of x means it's going to compress the graph vertically. Vertically means this way. Okay, so it's going to squeeze it down. There's the graph, the original one, and now it's going to squeeze it this way. There it is. Next one. F of negative x was going to be reflection about the y-axis. And the y-axis is this right here. That means the original graph kind of goes around the y-axis right there. Flips around like that, rotates. So now, last one. F of 2x. This is going to compress the graph horizontally. It means it's going to squeeze it this way and this way. Original graph, now squeezing it this way, and that's the new graph right there. Alright, let's clear this up first. Let's go to Windows. Let's go to Y, on, Windows, that's good. Clear out the old graphs. Okay, so now we are ready. So for this one, it says the graph y equals x absolute value. So we're going to go math, number, abs. Inside that little block, we're going to put in x plus 5 and go outside, minus 4. Big minus sign, this one right here. Negative 4. Enter. So we have x absolute value x plus 5 minus 4. Now we're going to hit graph. Okay, that's what the graph should look like. Let's do a trace on it. Trace means at 0, 1, 0, 1, there's a intercept right there. And if you go to the left, you're going to find another one close to negative 1 and 0. And you go to the left a little bit more, we're going to find another one close to negative 5 and negative 4. And to the left, we're going to find another one close to negative 9 and 0. So there's using the trace function. So now we know what it looks like. Let's go ahead and draw the big picture. Ready? Alright. Drew the picture right here, like our graph. Notice that we have x-intercept, y-intercept, and we have negative 5, negative 4, 0. So now, how far is it from there to there? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 8 spaces this way. How about this way? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 this way. So really it's the area bounded right here, which is asking for right there, is 8 by height of 4 if it's a triangle. Y'all see that? So now, this area we're finding. So now to find that, we go area bounded, this right here, which is that triangle right there. I'm going to have base height. Base is 8. Height is 4. So 1/2, 8 times 4 is 32. And 32 over 2, and 2 divides 32, 16. So the area bounded right here is 16.